Okay, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Dan. Today we're going to be making, guess what? It's Wednesday, so therefore it's Woof Woof Wednesday. We're going to be making some more dog treats. It's a different mix. I've got quite a few of them actually. I don't know if it's helping or not, but I noticed that the mutt doesn't eat herself to death and scratch. I don't know if this is helping or not, but we changed dog foods. But anyway, it's fun to do, so hang on and we'll get to it. Okay, so first things first, 350, and I'm glad because today's pretty chilly. Right now it's only about 46 and it's like 10:30 in the morning. And like I always say, if you got something to mix, let it mix. That's beaten up with a spoon and a bowl, and so we're using that. Got the rolling pin because we got to roll it out. Oatmeal, pumpkin. That's pumpkin puree. It's real pumpkin. There's no mix in there. Peanut butter, all natural. Ground cinnamon. 3 cups of whole wheat flour. And here we have 2 eggs that we're going to dump in there. We're going to beat them up. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so I'm trying to give you guys a nice shot of this. We're going to mix all the wet stuff first. So let me get one of my spatulas. Get the small one today. Okay, so first we're going to do is put the pumpkin in here. It sounded gross. Oh, what do you want? It's puree of pumpkin. Or something like that. Okay, so that's in. Now we'll throw in the peanut butter. Yep, it's coming out. I was a little impatient, that's all. But as everything else, I put a spritz of canola or Pam cooking spray in there. So it's supposed to help everything slide out easier. But this peanut butter is pretty dang thick. And it's pretty close to being raw peanut butter. It's gritty, a little gritty. Let me just rinse my fingertips here for a quick. Okay, so now we're gonna dump this in there. There's not much liquid really. The only liquid I could see is these eggs. But, I've made some other recipes with this kind of stuff in there. It's like some of them are really dry when they mix out, but it's okay. It all comes together in the end. All right, we're not trying to make we're trying to make crunchy dog treats to a point. I got ones for moist ones, but anyway, let's get to mixing. And we're just gonna let this go on low speed until it's pretty well incorporated. That means once I don't see no more yellow streaks in there, that's incorporated. Get a little higher up here. There you go. Okay, that's incorporated, right? Here, I'll give you guys a little peek. That's what we got, mixing up the egg, peanut butter, and the pumpkin. Okay, now for the dry stuff, and I'm gonna dump the oatmeal in first. I'll do that all together, because the rest of it and then I'll put the cinnamon in. I can do that now. Because the flour I want to put a little bit at a time. I think that's gonna be too much to dump. Anyway, that was a half a cup of oatmeal, and we're going to put a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'll tell you, the last 2 batches of this I made, that dog went crazy. She loves the heck out of it. I've got some other ones, like I said, some ones that I bought some baby food. I ain't done that in eons, but that's what this recipe called for, some baby food. And anytime when I'm making this, if I stumble across one that says mix it with water, I ain't mixing it with water. I'm mixing it with like turkey broth, beef broth, or something. Get a little more flavor in there. Not that the dog really can tell, but they eat it so fast. Okay, here you go. We're gonna mix these together. Same thing, a little slow process. And this is gonna become a real dry dough. I can tell that already. Okay, so that's, man, I can smell that peanut butter. Holy moly. Okay, just so we can see again, I'll give you another bird's eye view of what we got so far. There you have it. Oatmeal's mixed in. So now we're going to start mixing the flour a little bit at a time. As you can see, I put in a little bit of the flour there so far. Put a little more in. Remember now, this is 3 cups of flour. So. Now you'll be able to tell how dry and thick it gets because I'll tell you, this KitchenAid's going to start rocking here in a minute. It's pretty dry right now. Didn't want that much in there. Holy smokes. I turned it up a little because keeping it at low. See how it's jumping already? Let me just dump the rest of this flour in. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this here is really dry. Look at that. Alright. Okay, so all of our flour's in now. Trying to get it to where I don't see any more flour in the mix. That might not happen, I don't know. There you go. Alright, let's see what we got. Well, I'd say this is pretty dry, wouldn't you? Yep, but we're gonna work with it. I got a mess over here. What? I didn't know that was gonna happen. Oven's done. All right, let me get my bench scraper and get this off of there. We'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna get the dough out of there and move my mixer. So we'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're gonna see. I floured this up a little bit. They call it turning out the dough. I don't know what that means, but I'm just dumping this. It's really crumbly, really kind of dry, but according to what I got, it says it's gonna come together nicely. I don't know. So we'll see. I think it's gonna make a lot. I'll have to do this in a couple batches. A lot of. Trying to get it all off the bottom and the side down at the bottom there. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. It does have a little bit of moisture, but this is supposed to be a dry mix. It says it's going to be pretty dry, so. split this up a little bit, because that's going to make too much when I go to roll it out. So, as you can see, it is actually pretty dry. Okay, let's see if we start rolling it here, if that makes any difference here, right? I don't think that's going to help too much. Now I'm going to add a little liquid to this because I can't even roll it. Came out really dry. Hold on. Okay, a little chicken broth here. And it's keeping it together. I just put a little bit, like a teaspoon at a time. This might be all I'm going to use right here. See, now it's not near as crumbly. But, yep, this is working. Oh, yeah. That recipe did say it was going to be a crumbly dough. I just didn't know how much of a crumbly dough, huh? Let me just give it a little drizzle more. That's like I said, I'd rather do this with the chicken broth or beef broth than put regular water in there. It gives a little more flavor. Like I said, I don't know that the dog notices it that much, but I know if it was me. Oh yeah. So, what we're going to try to do, I'm only kidding. What we're going to try to do is roll this out now. I think we got something we can work with. We want to get it like a 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 inch thick. And we'll start cutting it with our little dog biscuit cutters that we got over there. Yeah, this is going to be nice. Oh, yeah. All right, yeah, you can see this is rolling out. Let me roll this out and we'll be back. Try to save the battery. Okay, I have it rolled out as good as I'm going to roll it. Now, you hear this? That's my biscuit cutters in here, see? There's all different shapes and sizes in here, so we're going to try the little ones here for now. Get one of those trays. All you do is just press these in. It looks like a little little dog treats, that's all, you know. I try not to give her too many, but, you know, like when my daughters come, the dog gets spoiled with them. Right, Em and Steph? If you're out there, you know what we're talking about here. Okay, so I'm going to punch these out, and we'll be back, and we'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay, as you can see, I'm still working on them, but that was only a couple minutes of cutting them out. This is the dough that was with those. Still have that other clump in there, so we're going to roll this out again to about a quarter to a half inch thick, right? And then we're going to punch out the rest of them, whatever's left when this batch is done. Mix it in with the other stuff. But I just want to show you. Now, I'm gonna try to make myself like a dowel or something to where that'll fit between these two sides. That way I can roll on that, and when it's no longer hitting the dough, that means that the dough is the same thickness as whatever you got. I'm trying to get it to where everything's like, pretty much even. But anyway, let me cut these out and we'll be back. Okay, I got 27 out of that last batch of them small little biscuits. So I just rolled the rest of the dough out. And put a little juice on there. I'm going to put a little more here. Seriously, you got to really like this stuff. I mean, forget about liking the animals. I mean, this is, in a way, kind of relaxing. It helps you to forget things, think of better days. Better days are coming. That's what you always say, right? I don't know. But anyway, I got this pretty well goosed up, I think, huh? Goosed off. Okay, let's roll it out. Let me roll this out. I gotta watch my battery here. Okay, guys, so there you see it. I got about 52 treats out of the whole ball of wax. So they're going in the oven at 350 for about 15, 20 minutes.